sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Looking for room, it's James. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go back to the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's James. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing to running backs that could run great routes. That was a good one there on the angle route. He sold it like he was running to the flat, put his foot in the ground, cut back inside, crossed the defender's face, made it an easy throw and an easy first down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. The sudden change on the turnover, and Manning was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Lacey. Makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first.
Makes the grab inside the 30. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. The give on the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. At this Bulldog offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Lacey. Bought a little time, lets it go. Flights it out of the air. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be
playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, Georgia! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now they'll try the right side. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Brings it down on the right side. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. This time on target. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to throw on third. Touchdown, Irish! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Lacey. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. It is complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one, and this offense within striking distance.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint, but does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback keeps it, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll open the second half with a run. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Dogs can really attack on this second and short. Looking to throw, it's Lacey. Here comes the heat. And to get rid of it quickly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He'll take it himself. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. And they're not on the same page there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Takes a shot. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Looking to throw on first down. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Lacey. Quick completion on the out route. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw again. He slings it deep to the left. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To the air on second down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I tell you, you got to have great timing on these out routes, and the QB and receiver had that. Quarterback put it right out in front of him. Receivers just got to be able to make the play.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You could tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Oh, what a move. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Dogs! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A great catch and run for 6.
And I think it's pretty clear. They went into the half and said, we're getting the ball and we're going to be aggressive. And how about the aggressive shot down the field? Play one of the second half to start it, and he goes all the way to the end zone. That is how you start a half fast.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Wyoming. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. Got the quick pass. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back gets the give. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Now on the move. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Sometimes you dial up the right play, sometimes you get the right penalty. Either way, it's a third down conversion for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Lacy. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Dogs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
What a great play by the defense. Listen. That's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Palmer. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Lacey. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Now, 4th down.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Here's a heat. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
He lost one down the sideline. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame! He got a step and just dusted the field.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tulane was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in New Orleans, It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Makes the catch. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Lacy. Quick completion on the out. And the big game, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. He'll try to do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. The Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. To the air, it's Lacy. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got it. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. A run for the quarterback. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Picked off. What a way to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Georgia. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's James. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Throws for the tight end. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite.